Sharibano from Future Company Private Limited. In this lecture, we actually study about the animal breathing, importance of animal breathing, why we doing this practice. That's why we study in this lecture. So this chapter is 9 in NCERT, strategies for enhancement in food production. These chapters give us some idea about the enhancement. Those strategies we form those strategies for the enhancement of food production. Those food production are very demanding and very important for the human welfare. So the animal breathing practice is most important for human welfare because by the animal breathing process we got some much amount and good quality of food product as well as quality wise or quantity wise best, as well as we kept and maintain the livestock, so that we doing this animal breathing practice. So almost all the villagers, all the farmers and poultry farmers or handlers or breeders are follow some strategies and doing something for the enhancement of livestock or as well as enhancement of food product. So all these points we explain one by one. So please patiently looking me. So friends, start this topic, animal breathing. So first of all, we actually something know about the breath. What is a breath? Breath is a group of animals that are related by a descent or resemble with each other. Those group of animals are descendly or resembly related with each other in most character like general appearance, features, size, shape, and some configuration also. Livestock is the next definition. Livestock means something about living. Okay, so any breed of animal. Breed means group of animal. So any group of animal or any breed of animal intentionally kept in an agriculture setting for the benefit of human beings. So that's why we kept some breed intentionally because these livestock are important for the animal as well as commercial or industrial uses, or important for commercialization, industrialization, and also important for human well-being or human welfare also. So that's why any breed of animal intentionally keep in an agriculture setting for the benefits of human being. That is called as a livestock. I hope you study well. The second point is animal breathing. Animal breathing is a process in which we enhance the food production or livestock for the human welfare. So the main objectives of the animal breeding is increase production of milk. By cross breeding or inbreeding, we actually got a lot amount of milk, meat, egg, wool, etc. Superior quality of milk, meat, wood, etc. Wool, etc. Crossbreeding, some species or some breed have good resistive power or good immunization power and crossbreed to the superior another one, and they got the progeny have the superior quality of milk potential and high health and high great stamina as well as disease resistant also. Increase the productive life, also improve growth rate. By these outbreeding inbreeding we got or improve the growth rate of the individual breeds and increase the and at least acceptable productive production rate also. Methods of animal breathing. There are two types of main methods are used for the animal breathing. First one is inbreeding and second is outbreeding. Inbreeding inbreeding between the related and common ancestor of breeds. Okay, so we actually concluded in these breeds, the both are the breed animal, superior male or female, have this common or same breeding. It means related animal and common ancestor. Inbreeding between the related animal have the common ancestor. Okay, but outbreeding is a quite different from each other, unrelated animal and no common ancestor. So, started this inbreeding. When breeding is done is between animal of the same breed animal, selected animal, superior male or female, isolated from the same breed, okay, and made with each other, and we got some superior progeny, but have all three are common ancestors. So the when breeding is between animal of same breed, clear? It is called as inbreeding. Mating of more closely related individual. This process continue up to 4 to 6 generation. These process are follow up to 4 to 6 generation, because after 6 generation the monozygosity developed, and this monozygosity enhance the infertility, that is called as a breeding depression. If the breeding depression occur once, so the progeny do not have the power to produce another progeny. Okay, so these process are one disadvantages is breathing depression also. So uh, so that's why we also these process are done only or follow only 4 to 6 generation only. Okay, identify superior male and female in same breed format. Identified only superior male and female. I give some one example to you. We have 10 bulls, and we have also 10 cows. I isolated only one smart and superior bull from out of among of 10. Okay, and same as isolated superior cow among remaining 10. So, one superior cow and one superior bull we isolated and then made. The one superior progeny we actually got from this process, this inbreeding process. This superior progeny then isolated superior one another, and then made and then got progeny. This process continued till to 4 to 6 generation. But after 6 generation, we are not follow this process, because the homozygosity are developed, infertility are developed. So in this condition, we are not able to reproduce another progeny. So this is a actual drawback of this in breeding. Okay, friends. So recessive gene are developed. So developed homozygosity also. Recessive gene of undesirable character are that are eliminated by the selection of superior male or female. Next is reduced fertility of animal. If we follow after 6 generation, so the reduced fertility chances are occur. So in this condition, breathing depression occur. The breathing depression are those conditions in which the infertility occur in the progeny or a breed, so they are not able to reproduce another. Okay, maintain good type of feature in animal. Only one good advantages of this inbreeding method is maintain good type of feature in animal. Clear? So next one is outbreeding. Outbreeding, the breeding of the unrelated animal. Breeding of the unrelated animal, no common ancestor for 6 to 8 generation. Breeding of unrelated animal. Unrelated animal, it means animals are not related to each other, but there are no common 4 to 6 generations. They are both are separated, both have the separated ancestors. So both have the separated ancestor progeny are isolated and made and then got the another progeny. Clear? The overcome these advantages is overcome breeding depression. Same is mating of the animal with the same breed but having no common ancestor up to 4 to 6 generations. These first advantages is overcome the breeding depression. Both are the non-common ancestor. Both have the non-common ancestor character. So both are meet together. So it reduces the infertility chances because the homozygosity are not developed. The zygosity are hetero. Clear? So that's why these are helpful to overcome the breeding depression in breeds. Next one is crossbreeding. Crossbreeding, it means superior male of the one breed are made with superior female of another breed. Both breeds are different. Clear? So both are different but both have some superior quality. So we isolated the superior male of one breed and also isolated superior female from another breed and made we got a some superior progeny. That is called as a crossbreeding. We taken some example of sheep. Bikaneri Ave made with Merino rums. Clear? Bikaneri Aves made with Merino rums. We got some Hisardale sheep. Hisardale sheep have the character of some good wool as well as meat. Interspecific hybridization. Interspecific hybridization is a method to produce progeny by interspecific hybridized method. In this method, male and female are crossbreed, but male and female of two different related species are mated. Both species are related, but both breeds are different. Clear? Both breed animal, male and female animal of two different related species. Both example is horse and donkey. Both different species. Clear? Horse is different, donkey is different, but both some features are related with each other. Clear? Horse hair, donkey's hair, face, donkey's face, horse face, shape, size, and some characters are matched with each other. So both are related species. Clear? Horse and donkey both are related species, but they both are different but are related with each other. So we taken a superior quality of male and from horse and we isolated a superior quality of female from donkey and made with each other and got superior quality of progeny. So we take an example of mule, superior quality of male, donkey, jack, made with superior horse, mare, and we got mole. Mole is a sterile type of interspecific hybrid and they are not participate in reproduction and their economic value are also much more they are very important of economical point of view and they have the high stamina and looking good also. So second one is henny. Henny is also produced also formed by the cross match of male horse. Male horse are matched with female donkey. Okay, female donkey is superior female donkey and male horse are both are matched with each other and form henny. Clear? So in this way we got some specific disease resistance, superior quality progeny by this method. So this is a very important practice, animal breeding. By this method, by this practice, we got actual good quality of livestock as well as good quality and quantity of food product also. So please note it down all of these because it is all are important board as well as key point of view. I think you learned well in this lecture. If you have any query, please ask me. Thank you.